If you have bad credit or no credit, there is a new growing lending market in bad credit car loans. This is good news, especially if you find yourself in a position where you need to buy a car with a credit reputation that would normally drive many lenders off. While this is a light at the end of the tunnel, there are some things you need to be aware of before you snap at the first bad credit car loan deal you find. Having a less than perfect credit rating puts you in a somewhat vulnerable position for unfavorable lending contracts, or for unscrupulous lenders to take advantage of you. As someone with bad credit, you must be aware of the fact that you will be looking at higher interest rates on a car loan. In fact, bad credit car loans carry interest rates substantially higher than car loans offered to people with perfect credit. Also, those loans are often set with longer terms than average, mostly to make monthly payments easier on your pocketbook. The average car loan term is usually 36 months to 48 months. A bad credit car loan is likely to carry a term of 60 to 72 months, which does ease the burden of monthly payments, but adds hundreds of dollars to the total cost of the car loan. Since this sort of loan carries an interest rate anywhere from 5% to 13%, this adds even more money to the cost and puts you in the position of being upside down on the car by the time it's paid off. This means you will have owed more on a car than it's worth, which is really bad news if for some reason you have to trade that car in before the term of the loan is up. You also increase the likelihood that the car may be damaged in an accident or suffer a catastrophic breakdown, further dropping the resale or trade-in value, leaving you in a position where you will be forced to roll whatever is owed on the car into the new car loan. Why spend more money when you don't have to? With a bad credit car loan, you should do a few things to avoid some of these pitfalls. Shop around for a lender who will work with you to get interest rates that are manageable. Make sure you know all the costs of the loan up front and don't be afraid to negotiate over fees and interest rates. An honest lender will give you a list of the loan fees before you sign the contract and won't spring any new fees on you after the fact. Be prepared to make a large down payment and to pay a higher interest rate than people with perfect credit pay, but don't settle for something that borders on usury. If you're willing to put up a minimum of 20%, your lender will be more likely to see you as committed to seeing the loan through to the end. These simple steps can shave a point or two off your interest rate, saving you hundreds of dollars over the time of the loan. But not all lenders are completely on the up and up. While the vast majority of all auto financing professionals are perfectly honest business people, there is a small minority of them who specifically go after those seeking bad credit car loans. Since many people with bad credit are desperate to get financing, they make themselves ripe for the picking by unscrupulous auto lenders. Their tactics may vary, but their intent is the same: separate you from your money. A shady lender is actually fairly easy to spot if you know a few things. Unfortunately, someone looking for a bad credit car loan may ignore all the warning signs when faced with the many enticing offers that bad lenders will dangle before them. Let this be your first signal that you might be dealing with a shady lender. An offer that's too good to be true is. You may have heard that 1,000 times, but there's a reason for that. It's true. No one will offer you a no money down, 0% interest car loan with your bad credit, and that's a fact you need to wrap your head around. The 0% down, 0% car loan deal is a teaser designed to get people in the door and is most often used by dealership financing departments. They want to get rid of inventory and they don't care how they do it. It's legal, barely, but it often leaves you thinking that you have no option but to take the bad credit car loan deal when you can't get the teaser deal, which sticks you in a car loan with a high interest rate at a very long term. If you want to spend 6 years paying off a car you can't afford, that's up to you. But you have options that won't saddle you with an overpriced bucket of rust and an empty wallet. The worst of the fraudulent lenders will sucker you into acting as a co-conspirator in your own bad credit car loan. The object of this con is to get you to fill out a loan application with false information. Since that application is a legal document subject to laws regarding perjury, supplying false information carries some pretty stiff penalties. Your fear of being prosecuted protects the disreputable car lender from you ever telling anyone about the fraud. In this case, the end result of getting suckered into a bad credit car loan under these circumstances is you being out thousands of dollars and a car. Don't let a lender talk you into entering false information on a car loan application with no idea that it's saving you some time and making the process go more quickly. There's absolutely no reason a legitimate lender will ask you to fill out a false loan application. If one does, just walk away. The realities of having to negotiate a bad credit car loan are that it's not an easy process or a quick one, and it comes with costs that people with perfect credit don't have the burden of dealing with. You may be in need of a car right now, but if you can put off buying a car, do it. Wait until you've done some damage control in your credit by paying down as many existing and delinquent debts as possible. Get a copy of your credit report and make sure it's accurate. If there are any mistakes in it, dispute them and correct them. And get a handle on your spending. If you can't buy it with the cash in your pocket, you don't need it. Plan out a budget and stick by it with an eye to putting some money in savings. When you've improved your credit rating, you can operate from a position of strength when it comes time to buy a new car. Federal Auto Loan. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, all good.